My goodness, guys. I have to say this. We've received over 100 calls about PGWP refusals because of missing language test results. And honestly, it is annoying because IRCC doesn't make it easy on you. Their online checklist, the customized checklist, doesn't even show the language test as a required document for upload. And so people assume that they don't need to upload it. But here's the harsh truth. In the eyes of the law, this isn't IRCC's mistake, it's yours. In Simarouk v. Canada, a federal court decision, the federal court said that applicants have to put their best foot forward. And this means that officers don't have to send you a fairness letter or ask you to upload missing documents. If it's not there, they have the right to just refuse it. So if you've already made an application, but you forgot to upload a language test result, do it now and raise it through a web form before you're refused. If your test was actually taken after you applied for PGWP, it does add a bit of complexity because it means you only became eligible for the PGWP after submission. So in that case, you might need to take a look at maybe withdrawing your application and reapplying, but be very careful with withdrawing your application without understanding the full consequences. Anyways, for those of us with refusals, we don't have time to sulk. We need to move forward. Actions bring results. When you receive a refusal, you have three main options. One, accept it and either leave Canada, restore status, or apply for something else. Request reconsideration if you believe the officer made a mistake or they were unfair. File judicial review. Basically, take it to federal court to challenge the decision, saying it was unfair. But here's the reality. If you forgot to include a simple language test result, you're probably not going to win reconsideration or a court challenge because the officer didn't make the error, you did. Now, what about reapplying? That depends on whether you're still eligible. Remember that IRCC requires you to apply for a PGWP within 180 days of completing your studies. And with how long processing timelines are right now, many students end up outside that window by the time they actually receive a decision. And so if that's you, unfortunately, you might be out of luck. That said, sometimes officers do use discretion. And I've personally seen this with PGWPs approved for students who have studied part-time, worked without authorization, or even took unauthorized leave. It's rare, but it happens. So in our PGWP Facebook group and subreddit, we've seen people share success stories, some getting approvals after reconsideration, others after submitting restoration applications. But we've also seen many who decided to go back to school, apply for employer sponsorship, or simply return home. Look, this is why it's so important to fully understand what you're submitting to IRCC. Immigration applications are no joke. I see people mess up on their PGWP all the time, and it also ends up costing them their shot at PR. You've spent tens of thousands of dollars to study here, so don't throw it away over one missing document. If you've been refused, or thinking of requesting reconsideration, or just want a professional review before it's too late, reach out to me. We'll go over your case together and figure out the best way forward.